Okay, so again, for the inventory management, so the objective here is to formulate and administer the plans and policies to efficiently and satisfactorily meet production and merchandising requirements and minimize costs relative to inventories, because it is a very important area in your management that you're able to handle or you're able to manage your inventory properly, especially that the main operations nimo is in the buying and selling or in the production. So what happens if there are any nga mga delays in your purchases or delays in your production? So that will affect the entire operations. Kaya mao ba yan inyong main source of revenue. Once you were able to manufacture your goods, so na namoy item nga ready for sale. So kinahanglan gina siya nga ma-manage og tarong, because any delays or any backlogs or any nga mga problems that will arise in the conversion nga cycle will affect now your selling, di ba? Madelay ka og baligya. And of course, pag madelay ka og baligya, madelay pud ka og retrieve or collect sa cash that you will be using in your operation. So it is very important that you're able to manage your inventory properly. So what are the basic questions related to inventory management? So first is you will be asked how many units should you order. So this may be in terms of the materials, or this may be in terms of the actual nga finished goods or merchandise nga inyuha yung i-direct og baligya. And the next question is, when should the units be ordered? Kano sa man siya dapat nga i-order nga to the point nga dili ka short sa stocks, dili ka ma-stock out, dili pod manubra or mag-abot pod tanan nimong stocks nga ang ending is madaot na lang na siya kay wala pa na baligya. So the following are the costs related to inventories. We have the storage and tracking costs. We have the insurance and taxes, and then we have losses due to obsolescence, deterioration, or theft, and we have the opportunity cost of capital on the invested amount. So natay storage and tracking nga cost. Of course, di ba pag mamalita og mga inventory, ato man dyan na siyang i-store, ibutang man ginato na siya og warehouse, and of course pag ato na siyang pamalito ng atong mga merchandise, na amang gina siya ay insurance and taxes, and naapoy chance nga ma-obsolete ang item, sa man lang ma-obsolete, ma-out of ano ba na siya, out of trend, out of fashion, or dili na siya magamit, dili na siya usable for the current nga operation, so man na siya ma-obsolete. Or it could be deterioration. So, pwede siyang madaot ang item. So, what if our goods are perishable goods? Kanang mga dali madaot like gulay, prutas, 'di ba? Karne. So, that's prone to deterioration. Or even mga items nga non-perishable, even mga clothings sanina, or katong niagi og quarantine, di ba nag-lockdown nga pagbalik sa mga malls ang mga bags ug mga shoes kay nangadaot, di ba? Di pa siya nangadaot, gid kanang gipang agup-upan na ay mga molds because some of the brands kanang ang ilahang gigamit nga material is kanang yung leather ba na siya, nga mo ano gina siya mo madaot gina siya kadugayan pag dili na siya nimo ma-maintain og tarong. So manggawas ang mga mapakpak siya kadugayan. So mao na siya pwede siyang ma-deteriorate or pwede pa siya ma-fade away. Okay, so ang mga items gyud nato or our merchandise are really prone to deterioration, or it could be due to theft. Pwede po siya kawato ng atong mga items, and all of these entails cost, di ba? These are losses to the company, and of course opportunity cost. So if wala ka nag-invest sa imong inventory, you would have invested in another investment nga opportunity. So katong imuha untang na earn adtong other forms of investment, it would be classified as the opportunity cost. And then another type of cost that is associated with inventory is the shortage cost. So shortage costs are costs associated with having inadequate inventory on hand. So the two components of shortage costs are the restocking costs and costs related to safety reserves. So depending on the firm's business, restocking or order costs are either costs of placing an order with suppliers or the cost of setting up a production run. The costs related to safety reserves are opportunity losses such as lost sales and loss of customer goodwill that result from having inadequate inventory. Okay, so with regards to the shortage cost, of course, that's restocking, placing an order, and of course, once ma-out of stock ta, na possibility ng atong customers pwedeng mamalihin or dili na sila ganahan sa ato ang services or sa ato ang company kay wala nato na provide ang ilahang needs. And of course, there's a lost sales kay once wala tay ikabaligya, edi wala po ta mahalinan. So a basic trade-off exists in inventory management because carrying costs increase with inventory levels whereas shortage costs decline in inventory levels. So the basic goal of inventory management is to minimize the sum of these two costs. Okay, so we have here the formula. So how are we going to minimize our costs? So we have this EOQ to help us determine how much is the ideal quantity of goods that we're going to order per order. Okay? Pila man dapat ang ideal or ang optimal nga number of items nga kinahanglan natong i-order sa kada order nato. Kay na may instances di ba nga mas pasubraan nato siya og order kay atoan na siyang i-stock daan kay basin mahutdan og stock in the future napoy usahay nga dili po nato siya orderan og daghan gamay tingi-tingi lang or ginagmay lang ato ang order, but we have to check if that's really a good number of items nga i-order nato or dako taog nahimong gasto tungod anang number of items nga gi-order nato. So to determine unsa man ang pinaka-ideal, pinaka-optimal nga maka-save ta og costs in terms of determining pila man kabuk dapat ang akong i-order, so magamit ta aning economic order quantity. So dili ready ay enough nga magbala-bana ta or i-base lang nato sa ato ang mga past experience pero naay quantitative nga computation para mahibaw-an unsa may pinaka-optimal nga level or quantity sa ato ang order. That's why it's called as economic order quantity. So this refers to the quantity to be ordered which minimizes the sum of the ordering cost and the carrying cost. And the formula is the same with the OTS if you can recall, di ba? Tong sa OTS, it's the same. You get the square root and then 2AD and then here A represents the ordering cost and D is the annual demand in units. And then we have here over K, which is the carrying cost of 1 unit in inventory for 1 year. So what are the assumptions of the EOQ model? So it assumes that demand occurs at a constant rate throughout the year. So man siya ano ha application aning EOQ. So these are the assumptions nga magamit yun ning EOQ. So the demand occurs at a constant rate throughout the year. And then we have lead time on the receipt of orders is constant. So sa maning lead time, so that's from the time you na order until the orders arrive. And then the entire quantity ordered is received at one time. The unit cost of the items ordered are constant. And there are no limitations in the size of the inventory. So if these are present, then this would be ideal. So when the EOQ is available, you have this average inventory nga computation. So to compute the average inventory, that's EOQ divided by 2. Okay, so we also have another question is when to reorder. So if we already know how much is the optimal or how many items is the optimal number of items nga i-order nato, another question would be kanus aman ang sakto pud nga time para mag-order. Nadi po na nga ma'am sakto nga time. Oo, nay sakto nga time because kinahanglan mo abot ang order nimo just in time nga dili ka ma-stock out. So dapat inig-abot sa imong order, igo pud siya nga ma-replenish imuhang stocks dili ka maabtan nga wala na gyud kay ika baligya. So what if na-late imuhang order unya hinglabay ang usa ka adlaw wala na jud kay pangbaligya. So sa may mahitabo atong usa ka adlaw wala kay halin, di ba? Or naon ta kay customer daily nga mopalit siya na siya regularly nimo nya adtong adlaw na atlan nga wala pa ni abot imong order unya pag adto sa customer sa imong tindahan wala kay nahatag niya unsa may mahitabo mangita siya lain nga tindahan. And what if offeran siya adtong lain tindahan og nindot nga terms. So, offeran siyang discount. So, dili na to mobalik ang customer nimo. So, mao na nga kinahanglan gyud nga maka-maintain gyud ta og inventory. Pero dili po ta mag-maintain og inventory nga sobra-sobra because again, that will entail cost. Masubraan gani natong inventory ug magkuwang atong inventory naagi na siya additional nga cost. So when to reorder? So the objective is to order at a point so as not to run out of stock before receiving the inventory order, but not so early that there's an excessive quantity of safety stock that is maintained. So dili pud nga maglangan-langan pug ka or dugay ka mo order niya, dugay siya moabot nga maabtan nga ma-stock out ka unya dili pud nga sayo pud kay mo order nga nag-abot na tanan nimo mga inventory. So here are the important formulas to use. You have the normal time usage. So that's the normal lead time times the average usage. And then we also have this safety stock. Kung sa mga safety stock, mo na siya mong ipamundo. Mura bag reserve na nimo, reserves na nimo. Na dili po dapat nga kadaghan imo ang himuon nga reserves. Unsa man dapat ang ideal ni mga safety stock? That should be the maximum lead time minus the normal lead time times the average usage. Okay? So, maximum lead time. Unsa man tong pinakadugay nga period or time usa naka-deliver ang ako ang supplier. And kaning normal lead time, this is the usual number of days ba na siya or number of hours ba na siya kung paspas lang din siya mo deliver. This is the normal number of days, but usually in problems this is days. Normal number of days within which your supplier is able to deliver your order. So that's the time from your order, kanang nag-place kasi mong order. And then, from the time na na-receive niyo mo ang order, that is the lead time. Okay? Again, ang lead time is from the time nga nag-place kasi mo order, nagtawag kasi mo supplier, on niya until the time nga niabot ang imuhang order. Kaning maximum, this is based on your experience. Unsa man tong pinakadugay nga time before naabot imong order. You get the difference sa ilahang duha, and then you multiply by the average usage. So this is usually in problems this is usually daily in number of days. So for example, pila ka buok imong magamit sa usod sa usa ka adlaw. For example, the maximum lead time, ang pinakadugay ni mga na-experience nga nakahatod si supplier sa imuha sa merchandise is for example 10 days. And usually katong normal lang katong based on experience nga ang regular gid nga number of days nga maka-deliver siya is for example 7 days. Mo ginay normal niya nga maka-deliver na siya sa sud sa 7 ka days. So this is how you will compute the safety stock. Pila man dapat kuno imong himuon nga reserves. So you deduct 10 minus 7 and you multiply by the average usage. Unsa man yung average usage? Pila man usually ang magamit sa usa ka adlaw or pila man usually nga mahalin sa usa ka adlaw. So for example, sa kada adlaw, kay usage ni siya kay for example production bitaw. Pero what if kanang ditso ka baligya? So kwintahon nimo pila man ka items usually ang ma-dispose of or mahalin ako sa ka adlaw. So if per day you can sell um 50 items. So, mao ni imong gamiton. This is your average usage. Okay? So, per day, makagamit ka og 50 ka items or mahalinan ka og 50 items. So, 10 minus 7, that's 3 times 50. So that would be 150 items. So this is the quantity para sa imuhang safety stock. So mo ni siya dapat nimong ipabilin 150 items. So dili pud pataka lang ka og stock lang og inventory or merchandise. So kinahanglan gyud na nimong kwentahon pila man usually ang magamit nako. For example, kung nag-produce ka og goods, like tayo nag-bake baka. So, kinahanglan nimo i-determine pila man ang usage nimo, pila may magamit kita nimong harina, and then, mo ni siya pila man per day, and you multiply it by the lead time, maximum lead time minus the normal lead time sa imong supplier, para na kay ma-stock nga harina. Kay kung ma-out of stock ka sa harina, of course, wala kay magama nga pan. So, mo na siya nga butang jud ka og safety stock or maglain jud ka og safety stock. Okay, so here are some of the formulas nga mag-apply. Okay, so another way on how to compute po, balik ta adtong normal lead time. So how do we compute this one? So this is the normal lead time usage. Okay, so meaning mao ni siya tong magamit nimo sa sul sa normal lead time. So if your lead time again is 7 sa akong example, and then my normal usage per day is 50. So therefore, that would be 350. So sa 7 days, sa 7 days nga before maka-deliver si supplier, makahurot na ko og 350 ka items or quantity or units. So, mo na siya yung normal lead time usage. Kaning normal lead time gyud is in the number of days man na siya, sometimes in the number of months or number of hours man na siya kung paspas kayo maka-deliver. Then we have the reorder point. So, this now answers this question when to reorder. Kano sa ko dapat mag-order? So, if there's no safety stock required, dili nakakinahanglan nga mag-reserve pa og items, then that's equivalent to the normal lead time usage. Okay, so for example, if your supplier takes 7 days before siya deliver, so ang imuhang reorder point should be 350. Unsa may pasabutan ng 350 ang reorder point? Once nga imuhang inventory level, unsa man ang inventory level, ang imuhang remaining inventories, for example today, pag-count nimo sa imuhang inventory kay nahimo na siyang 350, ang nahabilin kay 350, kinahanglan mo order na ka karon. Ngano mo order man ka karon? Because ang lead time sa imuhang supplier is usually 7 days. So 7 days after pa siya mo deliver sa goods. So for example, today 350 na imuhang inventory. So day 1 minus 50 mahimo na lang ning 300, di ba? Maminusan man ni siya 50. And then sa day 2, minusan na po 50, mahimo na po siyang 250. Day 3, mahimo na po na siyang 200. Day 4, mahimo na siyang 150. After day 5, mahimo na ni siyang 100. Day 6, mahimo na siyang 50. And then day 7, ma-zero out na siya. 'Di ba? Mahurot na imuhang stock. So dapat inig abot sa day 7, igo nga mo abot na ang orders. Kay 'di ba, ang imuhang normal lead time is 7 days. So this is just in time, 'di ba? Kanang 7 days, igo gyud siya nga igo nga mahurot ang stock mo abot na pod ang bag-o nga stock coming from your order from your supplier. Again, this is without safety stock. So again, unsa dining reorder point? Is it the day? Dili. This is the number of units sa imuhang inventory. Kapag moabot na siya ng ana nga level, for example, sa akong gihatag nga illustration is 350. Pag moabot na siya 350 based on this computation, kinahanglan akong mo-order now. Because after 7 days pa moabot akong inventory, igo-igo pod nga mahurot ang ako ang remaining nga stock. What if kinahanglan ko og safety stock? So, ngano na ako'y safety stock? Usually, 7 days man magpadala si supplier, pero na-joy time nga dugay kayo moabot ang stock, moabot og 10 days. So, kinahanglan ka mag-stock adtong 3 days nga difference. So, mo to siya nga na 150 items because, di ba, every day kay 50 man, so times 3 days, that is 150. So, unsa may pasabutan na niya. Okay, so at this inventory level, kinahanglan nako mo order. So, how do you compute that? So, for example, diri atong gi-compute ganihan, the safety stock is 150 plus the normal lead time usage nga 350. So, total for this one, 150 and 350 is 500. So, this means nga pag ang imong inventory mo reach nag 500, kinahanglan na kong mo order now. Okay? So, for example, after day 1, makuha ni siya og 50, mahimo ni siyang 450, mahimo na po ni siyang 400, until day 7. Ini ka day 7, naapay safety stock nga mahabilin nga 150, which is good for the next 3 days. Ano na may extension nga 3 days? Because, di ba, gi-compute na diri nga ang maximum lead time niya kay 10 days. Mao na siya tong pinakadugay mo abot ang order. So, kinahanglan ka mag-save og 150 in kaso gyud nga ma-extend gyud, madugay, ma-delay gyud si supplier, maabot gyud siya og 10 days before maabot ang items. So, again, this reorder point is very important para matarong ato ang scheduling sa ato ang orders. Again, ngano kinahanglan na atay reorder point kay dili maayo pud nga masubraan ang ato ang stocks nga mag-abot na siya nya madaot ang ato ang stocks dili pud maayo nga dugay pud ta kayo mo order kay ang mahitabo na niya is basin dugay mo abot ang ato ang orders unya dili na nun ta mahalinan kay wala na tay ika baligya. Okay, so let's proceed to this example. So Vargas Enterprises wishes to determine the EOQ for a critical and expensive inventory item that is used in large amounts at a relatively constant rate throughout the year. The firm uses 450,000 units of the item annually, has order costs of 375 per order, and its carrying costs associated with this item are 28 pesos per unit per year. The firm plans to hold safety stock of the item equal to 5 days of usage, and it estimates that it takes 12 days to receive an order of the item once placed. So this is our, sa tawag aning 12 days? Unsa ganini siya? Okay, so this is our, ano man siya, normally man siya. So this estimates it takes 12 days. So this is our normal lead time. Okay, and this is, so this holds a safety stock. So how much would be the safety stock? So computon pa nato na siya. Okay, so this is the usual number of days nga maka-place og order. Pag muhatag sa problem nga mo extend pa gyud siya nga ang pinakadugay gyud niya before siya maka deliver sa iyahang ah, inventory, before our supplier can deliver the inventory, that would be your maximum lead time. So kung duha ka buk ang gihatag nga number of days na ay normal niya nga delivery time og naapod tay pinakadugay nga delivery time. So, atong pinakadugay nga delivery time, that is our maximum lead time. Okay? So, here we have the computation. So, what is the EOQ for the item? So, just substitute the formula. So, that is the, dili ni siya ECQ ha, EOQ dili siya, sorry. So, this is EOQ. So, that is equivalent to 2 AD. So, that's 2, constanting 2 ha, always yun na siya. So our annual demand is 450,000 units. So ma'am, what if ang problem mo state siya nga ang iyahang usage kay 10,000 monthly. So kung monthly ang gihatag sa problem, unsa may buhaton, i-multiply nimo siya to 12 months ha to get the annual. Okay? So again ha, pag monthly ang gihatag, i-convert yun na nimo og 12 months. So that is 450,000 units and then times 375. So your O here is the ordering cost. That's 375. And you have C, that's your carrying cost. So this is 28 per unit per year. So substitute. So sakto man na siya. 2 times 450 times 375 divided by 28. So 12. Okay. and then you get the square root, your answer would be 3,472 units. And what is 3,472 units? So this is the ideal or the optimal nimo nga quantity wherein makasave ta sa cost. Ano makasave man ta sa cost, ana ma'am? So let's compute what is the total cost based on EOQ. So this is our total cost. So first, you have here the ordering cost times the annual demand divided by the quantity. So kani siya, unsa man yung gikwenta nato ani kani siya. This is your, di ba, your S here is your annual demand. Anong S man gigamit ani ha? Okay. So this is your demand, that is 450. Okay, divided by your quantity, so 3,472. So, puro man ni sila quantity, so that would be, pila man ni siya? 450,000 divided by 3,472. That is 129.61. Correct ba? Sakto ba? Okay. So, unsa man ni siyang gikuha nga answer ani? So, this is the EOQ. So, kani siya, this is the number of orders. Okay? So, therefore, kaning gi-compute, kaning unang nga gi-compute diri, so ang total cost mga nato is equivalent to the ordering cost. Ordering cost. Di maklaro. Ordering cost plus the carrying cost. So, kaning first nga part sa formula, this is your ordering cost. Pila may cost sa order. So, that's why, ang 450 divided by 3,472 kani siya, this is your number of orders. And how much is per order? 'Di ba? Ang ordering, ang cost per order is 375. That's why it's multiplied with 375. So again, the first part is the ordering cost. The ordering cost is 48,603. And then, how much is our carrying cost? The carrying cost is equivalent to the carrying cost per unit. So, ang carrying cost is equivalent to the carrying cost per unit times the average inventory. Here, our average inventory is our EOQ. Okay? Ang average inventory is the EOQ. So, that's why 3,472 divided by 2, and that is our average inventory. So, your answer would be 48,608. But actually, kung kuha bitaw nato ang exact nga answer ani, katong dili nato siya i-round off o niya i-multiply nato largo aning 375, niya divide nato 2, then multiplied by 28. This one, kaning duha, this will be the same answer. Okay? Under EOQ, kaning siyas ordering cost is equivalent to the carrying cost. But since na ay gipang round off ni siya kay bungkig man, so maglahi sila sa ones nga place. Pero again, kani sila is the same gini sila og answer. So the total cost is 97,211. Okay, example. What if ma'am dili ko mo follow og EOQ? Ganahan ko nga mag-order ko og 4,000. 4,000 di ay akong i-order ma'am. Or di ko mag-EOQ, ay himuon na din ako og 3,000 300 duol ana. So now let us compute pila may total cost. So sa letter A, okay, letter B, and then mag-compute po ta og duol. 3,400. Okay. Ay, di na. Himo na naton 3,500. Okay, 3,500. Pasubraan po na to. Okay, so letter A, let's compute the total cost. Okay, so the total cost will be ordering cost. So that's equivalent to 375. 375 times. Pila may 450 divided by 4,000. 450 divided by, hindi na maagi. 450 divided by 4,000. Nga 4,000 man na siya, ma'am. Because we assume nga, di ko mo gamit og EOQ, mo gamit ra ko og amount nga gusto nako. And then, i-add nato siya sa 28 times 4,000 divided by 2. So, pila may cost niya. So, that's, unahon sa nato, 450 divided by 4,000 times 375. So, that is 4,000, 42,000. Asok na ba? 450. Okay. 42,100. Okay. Plus 4,000 divided by 2 is 2,000 times 28. It's 56,000. Okay. Pila may total? 42,187. 98,187.5. Okay. Unsa may nahitabo? Ano ba? Nahimo bang cheaper ang gasto? Or ni mahal? What happens to our cost? Ni mahal, di ba? Pila man tong total cost kung i-OK ang gamiton? 97,211. Di ba? Tungod kay nag-change lang ta, di ba? Gipasakaan na to og mga 600 or 500 plus nga units. Hing mahal ato ang cost. Asa man siya ni mahal dapit? Ani siya sa ni mahal sa carrying cost. Nga naman, nanubra man ato ang inventory. Di ba? Dapat 3,472 lang per order. Unya kay 4,000 atong gi-order. So, manubra gyud ang ato ang inventory. That's why your carrying cost will increase. Next is, what if we will be using 3,300? Iko aning 3,472, ma'am. Okay, so let's try. 375 times 450,000 divided by 3,300 plus 28 times 3,300 divided by 2. So we have 375, 450 divided by 3,300 multiply by 375. So you have 51,136.36. Then plus 3,300 divided by 2 times 28, that's 46,200. So add 51,136.36, that's 97,336.36. Sa man siya, ni barato ba siya or ni mahal? Oh, mahal gihapon, 'di ba? Mas cheaper gihapon ang nagamit og EOQ. Even though gamay na lang kay silang diferensya, 'di ba? 172 units ra gud ilahang diferensya. Pero mas mahal gihapon kung 3,300 kung lesser ang ato ang gamiton. Tan-awa asa man sila nag-differ sa cost. Tanaw diri 48,603 unya 51. Nya 48,600 niya diri kay 46. Hing mahal siya ani nga part, and this is our ordering cost. Ngano ni mahal, di ba ni mahal siya sa ordering cost? Ngano mahal man siya? Kay tungod kay lesser ang units ang atong i-order, so mas makadaghan ta maka-order. 'Di ba? Pila man ning 450,000 divided by 3,300. 'Di ba that's 13.64 times, 'di ba? Compared tong sa ordering cost na to ganiha, ay ordering cost number of orders na to ganiha, 'di ba 129 lang? Sakto ba 'ti? Sakto ba? 450 divided by 3,472. 129. Ay, kulangan din niya. 450 divided by 3,300, 136. 136.36. 136.36. So, hingdaghan ang number of times nga mo order ta, di ba? Ni-increase atong times of ordering. So, mao na siya nga hingdako pud ato ang cost. What if atong pasubraan? Gamay. So, ang difference lang nila, pila man na? 3,472 minus 3,5. So, 28 lang. 28 items lang ang difference. So, 375 times 450 divided by 3,500. Yeah, plus 28 times 3,500 divided by 2. So that's 375, 450 divided by 35 times 375. That's 48,214.28 plus 3,500 divided by 2 times 28. So that's 49,000. 48,214.28. So you have 97,214.28. Kani, gamay na kayo sila diferensya. Sa may nahitabo. Asa man gihapon ang mas pinaka barato. Aning upat. Okay, di ba si EOQ gihapon? Because again, the EOQ is the quantity that will have or will give you the pinaka-ubos nga cost, whether that's on the carrying cost and the ordering cost in total. Okay? So, mao gina siya maka-provide nimo og cheaper or maka-incur only o pinaka-ubos nga costing combined sa ordering og sa carrying cost. Pero kung individual na siya, of course, naagi mas cheaper in terms of ordering cost alone or sa carrying cost alone. Pero if ganahan ta nga ang pinaka-barato combined ordering cost and combined carrying cost, ang pinaka-optimal yun nga quantity to order is our EOQ. Let's go to the next nga question. How many units of safety stock should Vargas hold? That's equivalent to, okay, so how much should we save? So that would be, we compute first what is the daily usage. So to compute the daily usage, that's the annual usage. It's 450 divided by 365 days. So that's 1,233 units. Maragi round off Ramanisia. 450,000 divided by 365. So round off ra. So 1,233 times 5 days. Anong 5 days man siya? So our safety stock is, okay, so normally that is 5 days of usage. Okay, so ang safety stock nga ilahang tig reserve pirmi is equivalent to 5 days of usage. So our safety stock here is 5 days times 1,233 per day. So that's 6,165 units. So ang total units nga atong is reserve would be equivalent to 6,165. Letter D, what is the firm's reorder point? Kanusaman siya dapat nga mo order. Okay? So, since naa sa problem nga naay safety stock, di ba, if you can recall, duha man atong formula ani, na reorder point nga walay requirement for safety stock, kung naapod tayo formula nga naay safety stock. So, you check the problem kung naa ba siya requirement for safety stock. So, since in the problem, it states here, the firm plans to hold safety stock equivalent to 5 days of usage. So, therefore, our reorder point should include the safety stock. So therefore, how much would be our safety stock here? Again, that's 6,165. So to compute the reorder point, so naaman tayo duha ka formula diri katong pwedeng safety stock plus normal lead time usage or pwede pong maximum lead time times average usage. So we're using the first one. That's the normal lead time plus the safety stock. So to compute the normal lead time usage, that's equivalent to the lead time, which is 12 days, di ba? Sa problem, 12 days before ma-receive ang order, times the daily usage nga, 1,233. So that would be 12 times 1,233. That's equivalent to 14,796 plus 6,165. You will get 20,961 units. Ano sa may gamit ani niya? Once ang imuhang inventory mo reach og 20,961, kinahanglan na tang mo order para dili ta maabtan og stock out. Okay, and how much do we need to order? Pila man dapat akong i-order kung order man gani ko? Ang dapat na akong i-order kay 3,472 units. Okay? Okay, this is question 19. So let's answer this one before dismiss. So, Panga Company carries an inventory of shaving cream bottles that cost 25 pesos each. And the firm's inventory carrying cost is approximately 18% of the value of the inventory. It costs 38 to place, process, and receive an order. The firm uses 20,000 bottles a year. So what is the EOQ? Round off to the nearest unit. So letter A, let's compute the EOQ. So the formula is 2 times AD over K, and then get the square root. So that's 2 times. So how much is our ordering cost? So manage siya atong ordering cost, 38. And then the annual requirement is 20,000. And over our K. Question, pila man atong K? 18% ba ato ang ibutang? Dili. Atong K, computon dyan na nato in peso nga amount. Unlike to sa OTS, di ba kung makarecall mo atong formula sa OTS, kay percentage atong i-divide. Here sa EOQ, kinahanglan yun siya peso amount. Accordingly, ingon siya nga the firm's carrying cost is 18% of the value of the inventory. And what is the value of the inventory? Kani siya, 25. So therefore, 18% times 25. So what is 18% of 25? So that's equivalent to 4.5. Okay, so therefore, 4.5 is siya. This is our carrying cost in pesos. So compute. This is 1,520,000 divided by 4.5. So may answer ani niya. Tiwasa daw. Okay, 337,777.78. Okay, and then square root, what will be the answer? That's 581. Okay, that's correct. So this is our EOQ. Okay? So therefore, every time mo order ta, ay di, i-round off man day, round off to nearest unit. So this is, okay, what's that? 19. So this is 581. Okay? So therefore, pag mo place tag order, pila ka buok units atong paliton? Ang paliton nato kay 581 units. Then, how many orders will be placed each year if EOQ is used? How many orders man? So, unsa ganito pag-compute sa number of orders? Unsa pagkuha sa number of orders? That's equivalent to the, unsa man siya, annual demand over the EOQ or katong imong ordering quantity. So, the annual demand is 20,000 divided by 581. So, how many times man ta mag-order kung 20,000 na tong gamiton? Ay, 20,000 kung 581 atong gamiton. That, okay, 34.42 or 34 times. 34 times. Okay? Then, question C, what are the bottles carrying an ordering cost if EOQ is used? Okay, so we have uh, total cost is equivalent to the ordering cost plus carrying cost. So, the ordering cost is equivalent to the number of times nga nag-order. Pwede na itong i-shortcut. So, this is the number of orders times the ordering cost per order. Per order. And then plus the carrying cost times the average inventory. Okay, so how many number of orders? It's 34 times the ordering cost is 38 plus the carrying cost is pila to 4.5 times the average inventory is 581 divided by 2. So that's equivalent to 34 times 38. That's 1,292 plus 581 divided by 2 times 4.5. That's, pinasakto ba ni? 5, 8, 34. Isa ha, 20,000 divided by 581, 34, 42 times 38. Okay. Dili lang na ako siya i-round off ha kay para dili lagi og answer. Okay. 34. Ako lang apilo ng mga decimal. So 34.42 times 38. So that's 1,307.96 plus 581.19 divided by 2. 581.19 divided by 2 times 4.5. So that's 1,307.68. Okay? So, again, kung wala na to ni siya pamutla kani siya dito, so rami na to siya multiply, parehas ni sila og answers. Okay? But since gipamutol man ni sila, kani siya kani, for example, kani siya giputol man nato multiply, kani po giputol og multiply, then mag-differ gyud sila sa centavos. So, ang total nga cost would be 1,307.96 plus 1,307.68. So that's 2,615.64. Okay? So, ang question man niya is, what are the carrying cost and the ordering cost? So, this is our ordering cost and this is our carrying cost.
If you like this video, please don't forget to click subscribe and hit the notification bell to be updated with the latest video lessons. Thank you for watching.